This is part 6, I believe, and this is gonna touch base on what made me join the military. Okay, so I had a car at the time, and I got my license at 16. Like I was so like motivated. Like it started from when I was young. Like I was always motivated, and it was I was driving home one day, but before I got in the car, like I had two girls come up to my car. They're like, "Hey, can you give us a ride? My dad can't pick us up." And something told me like just give him a ride. So I gave him a ride, and it got to a point where I was constantly giving them rides. And one time like I had met their dad for the first time. And when I met their dad, he told me, he was, "Come here, I need to talk to you." He goes, "Girls, go upstairs." And he sat me down, and when he sat me down, he was like, "I see something in you." He goes, I don't know how to tell you this." He goes, "But I was shot and I was pronounced dead for 10 minutes, and I went to heaven, and I have a really, really, really close relationship with God." He goes, "I don't know if you believe." He goes, "But God is telling me to tell you to join the military." And I looked at him crazy. I was like, "Me join the military?" He goes, "Yes." He goes, "You're gonna be set." He goes, "Only do 4 years." He goes, "You're gonna get medically discharged." And I told him, "Me medically discharged?" And I'm thinking in my head, do I gotta get shot? Am I gonna have a broken leg? You know? And I just told him, I was like, he goes, "Do Air Force." I see Air Force. He goes, "I don't know why, but," he goes, "but you need to join the military." He goes, "Don't do anything else." He goes, "You're not made to work any, other job." He goes, "Do military, military only. Do Air Force." He goes, 4 years and do 4 years only. Don't let nobody convince you otherwise. And I told him, I was like, okay. And then I brushed it off. Like I was a pot smoker. I was going down the wrong path. And, but something like sparked in me, because I started seeing like military like license plates everywhere I went. I started seeing like signs of the military everywhere, and I'm just like, yo, I think like in my mind, I'm like, there ain't no way. Me join the military, I'm fucking 4'11. But it never left my mind, I'm not gonna lie. And he wasn't wrong, because one day I was working a serving job, and um God told me, "Quit your job." And I'm like, I got that voice in my head, "Quit the job." So I texted my manager quitting my job, and I get invited to a party, and all my friends were like, "Hey, I want to go, I want to go." And I was like, something told me like something's gonna happen bad tonight. And so we go to the party, and I'm just having a good old time by myself, and people are recording me. And I know they recorded me because like when I came back home recently, they're like, "I have this video of you still," and I was just minding my own business dancing. And they're like, "You were so faded, like drunk." And I'm just like, that's just who I am. Like I like to just vibe with myself. Like that's just who I am. I don't need anybody to validate me. I don't need anybody to say, "Oh, she's cool or not, she's lame or not." No, I know who I am. But while people stand around, I love music. So you're gonna see me dancing. Like ever since I was a little girl, I love dancing. Like I'm not gonna let nobody take that from me. And I just remember going home, and I dropped the first girl off. My car smelled like weed. I had a bunch of pods that were like old, and I had a pin on me, and I had an open bottle. And I was driving home, or not driving home, I was taking the last girl home. And as I was taking the last girl home, me and her did bad things all the time. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, we popped bars, we smoked weed, like, we were both just very sad and depressed, and we related in that way. But as I was about to take her home, I seen a cop, and that cop was there, and I passed by, and I just knew in that moment he's gonna pull me over. And when he pulls me over, he's like, because of course I pull down the window, or not pull down, turn on the window, whatever. And when I put down the window, he's like, he goes, "You smoking?" He goes, "Hey, I know you." And he goes, "You work at, the place I worked at?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, I know you." He goes, "Yeah, I go there all the time." He goes, "I just pulled somebody over like that worked there that also, had a weed pen on her." He goes, you smell like you have weed on you. And I just looked at him. I was like, I don't have weed on me, but, you know. He goes, well, I'm going to have to search you. So, yeah. He ends up searching me. But then, get this, like, they see my military, like, backpack. Because I started, like, literally, I promise y'all, I started, like, I want to join the military. So, I was talking to the people at school and, like, or I think I already had talked to a recruiter at the time. I don't know, like something told me like I needed to start that. And they charged me with DUI and possession of alcohol. And when they did that, they were like, well, we're going to send you home. And prior to that, I just knew like, I was like, God, like, I don't want to go to jail. I was like, please, I don't know what the heck. I don't know. I don't want to go to jail. And I was just like praying in that moment, like, please don't let me go to jail. And I want to sleep in my own bed. I'll join the military. I promise you, God. Like, just let me go home and sleep in my bed tonight. And he told me, call your mom. He goes, I'll let you go home. He goes, but you can't drive. And I was like, bet. I called my mom instantly. I said, Mom, can you come get me? She goes, I thought you were dead. She goes, you weren't answering me. Your location didn't move. Like, I thought you were dead or whatever. Or I don't even know if she had my location. But in that moment, I just told her where I was at. And her and my stepdad come pick me up. And I was just grateful because I was like, thank God. Like, I didn't want to go to jail. Like, that's not for me. And so, like, my stepdad goes, I'm just happy you're okay, Mihan. Like, you know, like, you're safe. He goes, but your mom's pissed. And I'm like, I don't care. I've never been the type to care, like, if my mom was mad at me. Because at the end of the day, like, I didn't care. And so, I ended up going home, and when I made it home, my mom's just giving me like the bad talk, like blah, 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 blah. And I just told her, I was like, okay, can I go to bed now? And then she ended up threatening to get rid of my dog. So she gets rid of my dog, and she gives my dog to my older sister. And it kind of hurt my feelings because it's like, wow, like it hurt because I'm like, bro, like I really needed my dog in those tough times, but it's okay. And yeah. But I started talking to the recruiter, and he was like, well, you need to basically work on your case. So the whole, like, senior year of my life, like, my senior year, like, I'm just working on my case. Like, I didn't enjoy nothing. Like, my mom was always punishing me. Like, I didn't enjoy nothing. And I mean, yes, it's my fault. You know, I shouldn't have been doing that. But I'm glad, like, it's like God isolated me during my senior year. He's like, I'm keeping you away for a reason. And I'm glad because I ended up joining the military, and I joined the military with the DUI, and my mom had an attorney, and he helped me out a lot, and I'm very grateful for that. And when I was going to ship off, it was kind of funny because they told me, they're like, you can't join because of your case. And I had got a waiver for it. Like, my recruiter, like, set me up with the waiver. And they're like, no, this girl was like, this waiver is not good. And she goes, you need to sit out. And I'm glad, like, some other guy came. He goes, nah, like, you're good to go. Like, go. And then when we got to another, like, they put you in stages, like, when you're in, like, it's called this, when you're shipping out. And so they put me in the other stage, and when they were putting me in the other stage, that's when they were begging everybody, 6 year or 4 year. If you do 6 years, you get paid more. But in my back of my mind, that guy told me, only do 4 years. So I sat with one person only on this, like, everybody moved to 6 years, and me and somebody else sat at the 4 year. And the other guy was like, I ain't moving. And I told him, I said, I ain't moving either. I said, no money gonna make me move, because I mean, someone told me to do 4 years and 4 years only. I promise you. So I listened.